President Donald Trump is on the campaign trail in Milwaukee today ahead of the Republican convention that is set to take place there next month. Trump today declaring that he loves Milwaukee. Less than a week after ABC News learned he called the city, quote, horrible in a closed-door meeting with congressional Republicans. Republicans who were in that room, by the way, confirmed the remarks, but said Trump was talking about the city's crime rate, not anything else. Meanwhile, it is still too close to call in a Republican congressional primary in Virginia. House Freedom Caucus Chair Bob Good is hoping to fend off a challenge from Trump-backed candidate John McGuire in a race that's going to test the power of a Trump endorsement. So to break all of this down, we turn to ABC News Deputy Political Director Avery Harper. She joins me now with more. Avery, we got to talk about this Bob Good race. He is the chair of the far-right House Freedom Caucus. He's a deeply conservative guy. I have images for you to see, which is Bob Good accompanying Trump, if we have the images, to court in New York for his hush money trial. If we don't have the images, take my word for it, he was there. But all of that was not enough to get Trump's endorsement, because he made the fatal mistake of endorsing Ron DeSantis in the presidential primary. Bob Good did. So I guess all of that to say, what can we learn about the eventual outcome in this race, and why is it so close?
Well, I think it's close in part because of the Trump endorsement for Good's opponent, John McGuire. And, you know, it's important to note that Trump isn't the only enemy that Good has made within his own party. He was one of the Republicans who helped oust former Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. So McCarthy endorsed McGuire over Good, too. So I think this could be considered a test of Trump's endorsement in an election year, and really whether or not in a ruby red district like Good's district is, if there's a tolerance for the often disruptive Freedom Caucus.
Yeah, this is the Kevin McCarthy revenge tour. He endorsed the primary opponent of Nancy Mace, who was another one of those Republicans who ousted him. She ended up winning her primary. He obviously endorsed McGuire. They're 300 votes apart, but we move on. Wisconsin is a key battleground state, as you know, in this upcoming election. Do you expect these Trump remarks, these negative comments about Milwaukee, to have an impact there?
I actually do not think they're going to have very much of an impact in the state of Wisconsin. Now, look, the state of Wisconsin is much larger than just the metro area around and within the city limits of Milwaukee. The former president can say he was just talking about another Democratic-led city in terms of how he has tried to frame his comments as being about the level of crime within Milwaukee's city limits. I think, you know, beyond Milwaukee, there are lots of areas that are higher targets for the Trump campaign, some more rural areas of Wisconsin where they are anticipating that the former president will do really well. And so I don't necessarily think it's going to weigh all that heavily. But look, it's not great to trash the city where you're heading for your convention, especially as you're trying to get votes there.
Avery Harper, all while we await a debate not long from now next week. Avery Harper, thank you very much.